Hey crypto family, Nemesis with the Crypto Brothers. And today I've got my little ticket. Oh, it looks like a little playing card. This little bad boy here means a lot. This is my ticket on board. I'm so excited to be able to do this. This is a super cool social exchange that I'm going to be able to check out and potentially break it a couple of times so that they can fix it. That's what us beta testers are for. We're supposed to be breaking the stuff properly so they can fix it properly. And I'm so excited to be able to onboard with Yen, check that all out, and definitely be putting up videos and how this all is going to work, and tutorial. Probably might even do some tutorial on this, but that's not what I'm actually doing this little video over. Not quite yet. I mean, once I get on board with yen.io, it's going to be all about yen.io. And but before I go any further, of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research. But does anybody hate Bitmain? Does anybody have issues with how the U.S. is going into this trade wars with China? I know I'm not happy. I got hit with a $340 freaking international tax because I bought something from Bitmain. It's not even China's fault. It's not Bitmain's fault. U.S. putting in more taxes, and is it gonna do anything to China? Oh, they're not charging China. Are they charging Bitmain? Oh, maybe. But Bitmain charges it right back to the people. So you're really not doing anything to the company. You're not doing anything to the country. So where are you getting this money from? Think about that. Oh, I know who's paying for it. People like me. I bought some Bitmain equipment. My last one, yeah, that one hurt. But let's dig into this one. The South China's Morning Post reported on October 16th, a few days ago, the world's largest manufacturer of cryptocurrency mining hardware is bracing for tough times for new U.S. tariffs targeting Chinese goods has been affecting since the August 23rd. In comparison with its Chinese-based competitors, Bitmain will be hit the hardest by the trade war tensions because over the last 2 years it has generated a huge portion of its income from overseas sales. Bitmain will likely suffer the most. Maybe. The U.S. Reclassified Bitmain's flagship mining hardware, the Antminer S9, as an electrical machinery apparatus from a previous data processing machinery category. In the new category, the cryptocurrency mining equipment is now subject to a 2.6% tariff plus a 25% as a consequence of trade war tensions. The U.S. is now levying a 27.6% import duty on cryptocurrency mining hardware, which, oh my god, this just irritates the hell out of me. They're not charging Bitmain this. They're charging the people who want to buy the equipment. And it's not like there's a U.S. competitor for anybody to go ahead and buy the stuff from. So basically, their U.S. government's playing Gestapo action and deciding that they're going to charge more taxes on the American people so that they stop buying that equipment because it's not from the America. I'm all cool about trying to bring more jobs back into the U.S., but when this company has never been in the U.S. and never, and started off in another country to begin with. Not like they were here in the U.S. and then moved out for cheaper whatever. They've always operated outside of there. So they're going to single them out and hit them with a little bit of a higher tax just because that's the only place to make money from. Sounds like the government's trying to step in and pillage gains from people before they even get them. That's not right. And for that, government, that's a shame on you. Shots fired with that one, I say. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off about this whole import duty tax, almost 30%. Horrible. It factors out to almost $350. Ugh. Bitmain generates approximately 94% of its income from sales of mining equipment, according to Ben Gangon, I can't even say that, co-founder of crypto mining developer Lootech. All manufacturers of mining rig based in China will likely be affected by the tariff code charged and in turn captured by the U.S. trade tariff. Recently, Bitmain filed for an initial public offering, an IPO, with the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. In its IPO filing, the Chinese manufacturer showed how valuable it is to trade wars. In the last 2 years, more than half of Bitmain's revenue came from overseas sales. In the first half of 2018, Bitmain generated 62% of its income from foreign export. While it's still unclear on how much money it made from U.S. exports, the figures may be significant because the U.S. has been more active in crypto mining in the last 18 months, at least according to Gagnon. Bitmain's competitor, Canon and eBank International, are less valuable to the new tariffs as their overseas sales represent 8.5% and 3.8% of their total 2017 revenue respectively. Mark Lee, senior analyst at Stanford Steve Bernstein, released a search report in August, which he said, "We believe quarter 2 2018 marks the beginning of a very rapid deterioration at Bitmain." The company is aware of the effect of the trade war and has said in its IPO filing that government policies, foreign domestic companies in certain foreign markets or trade barriers include exports requirements, tariffs, taxes, and other restrictions and charges could possibly lower its income from foreign sales. Despite the trade tensions, Bitmain's expanding into the U.S. The company confirmed that in August that it was building a blockchain data center in Rockdale, Texas, and is expected to be operational in early 2019. Now, I'd be wondering if they're going to make like a partial headquarters here in the U.S. to get around some of these tariffs. This way they're like, no, we're an American company now. That would be a win for them. If they operate it where their headquarters is still overseas, them operating a building here in the U.S. is going to do them no good. The chip maker said it wants to invest more than $500 million over a 7-year period and will create 400 jobs in over the first 2 years. That would be interesting if they can make that many jobs, but again, I would wonder if they're going to be a U.S.-based industry at that point, or are they still going to be as a foreign market? I'd like to see it come next year, see if the tariff taxes go away on Bitmain. That will definitely help them out in their survival. If the tariff taxes stay embedded because they're a Chinese-based company and will continue to operate as such, then I don't see that the tariff taxes going away. They're just going to be able to ship it to you faster. Big deal. And then they're going to hit you up for even more money. So for me, this is kind of a good thing if they come to the U.S., but in another way, I can really care less. And the reason why I can really care less is more or less Bitmain needs more competition. So Silicon and companies like that need to step up to the game while Bitmain is struggling. So if they can make equipment that's just as competitive as Bitmain, and the only advantage Bitmain has is that they were first to the gate, these other companies just need to put in the grind, put in some work, not put out cheap equipment just to get equipment out there. And I think that these other companies will be able to catch up while Bitmain is struggling now. With that being said, drop a comment down below. What's your thoughts on this? You know, for or against Bitmain? What's your thoughts on that stuff? Drop them down below. While you're down there, smash that like button, hit the subscribe and the bell notification. And you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.